Hey, Patty, can you see me?
Hi, how are you?
Good. You look very cute.
Oh, and so do you. I was just going to say, I like those colors on you.
Well, you know, I took a shower, so I thought I'd put on something a little bright.
Woohoo!
Amazon at its best, right?
Yeah.
So, did you have a nice Mother's Day with your son?
I did. I can't complain.
Oh, good.
Yeah. How about you?
Great. It was great. My kids actually came over and we had a nice time. We played games and yeah. So hold on, my daughter's texting me right now.
Okay.
Yeah, my son. Everyone texts me right before we start. So he's like, okay, guys, you know, it's almost 4 o'clock. So but yeah, so it was fun. It's nice, you know, you don't get to see him a lot. So it's nice to be able to hang out with them and enjoy a little bit of that time. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
So
how was the call today with Costa Rica, right?
No, that is on Thursday. So Costa Rica's on Thursday. So tell me this though.
You only have Cabo.
Today's only Cabo. Now, do you only represent Cabo or do you represent all of the One and Only in Mexico?
Yes, I do represent the One and Only Mandarina coming up in November in Riviera Nayarit.
Right.
And I also do the One and Only Palmilla in Los Cabos.
Okay.
Just those two. Those are the only two we have in Mexico.
And you don't have any, you guys have nothing in Cancun area?
No.
Oh.
No. Only
Gotcha.
in
you also have Bahamas,
and Riviera Nayarit.
Right. Yeah. And then there's a One and Only. Isn't there One and Only in Bahamas?
We used to have One and Only Ocean Club, but
that's right.
Yeah, for obvious reasons, we terminated the contract, and they're now a 4-season property.
Oh, okay. It was years ago. I sold it years ago.
Yeah, I bet.
It was through Classic actually, because there's not a lot of companies that sell the higher end properties.
Yeah.
So, you know, when I was talking to my team or other agents, I'm always like, you know, we always say that there's like, oh, there's you have to find the right client, or and I'm like, yeah, but you also have to show a value. Like,
Yeah.
some people don't think they want that, and then they get it and they go, oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's really nice. Or, and so maybe they go on vacation every 18 months instead of every 12, but they have a better vacation. I go,
Absolutely.
that could be a little bit better. So yeah, you have to realize, I'm like, there's a little bit difference on it. So yeah, it is. It's it's unique. So I'm excited. I mean, and Cabo is one of those areas that for me personally, I used to not like to sell it a lot. I live outside Scottsdale, and I always felt like you couldn't swim. I like to swim in the ocean. And then in the last couple of years, it is really, I can't deny the fact that everyone wants to go there, because everyone wants to go there. But I really feel like they've done a really good job they're probably the leader in Mexico of the luxury.
Oh yeah, definitely. The clientele into Los Cabos is completely different from the rest of the clientele in Mexico.
Yeah, I mean, people are willing to spend money to go to Cabo, and they might go for shorter periods because it's so quick. I mean, we have not most of the time. We have nonstops there. It's an hour and 40 minutes. Yeah. So, it's pretty easy. So, okay, just making sure.
You guys are an hour and 40 minutes, so a little shorter than LA.
Yeah, it's really quick. So it's really easy, and people really enjoy it. So, yeah, it's one of those that it's like, people really like it. So it's we went last year. I went last year with Apple Leisure Group, and we did I have to be positive. We did Breathless, which a lot of people like. It was not my favorite resort. I don't like being right in the marina, but people like that. So I realized I'm like, okay, it was too loud. Like my room, I could hear it all night long, and I was like, I liked the Secrets we stayed at better because it was quieter. I was like, I just don't want to hear parties all night. Right. But I guess if you want to walk around and stuff, it's good. But oh, hold on, my son. Here, I'm gonna go add her in there. Hold on, I'm gonna go shut the door here. Here we go. Let's go shut the door. Yeah. So, but yeah.
I guess she was connecting at 10 minutes before, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I got her. She's coming right in. She's coming. Susie's coming in right now. She's connected to audio. Yeah.
Nice.
So. Yeah.
Great timing.
Yeah, perfect. So yeah, so it's there is so many. I wish I'd had more time because we saw other resorts, but it was like I have people bring up resorts that I've like never heard of in Cabo, and I was like, okay, what was the other one someone said the other day, and I was like, I've never heard of it. It was a high-end resort. It wasn't yours. It was someone else's, and I kind of went, yeah. I'll go look on. I literally was like, yeah, I could totally BS with the best of them. I think it was along the corridor. Let's go see hotels. We'll go see. It looks like I don't know if she's struggling to get in. Let's see. Oh, I see connecting to audio. I see the Los Cabos. Okay. Let's see. Breathless, Dreams, Hard Rock, Grand Velas. I've sent people to Grand Velas.
Hi, everybody.
Hey there.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing? Let me change my background really quick here. I thought I had.
Well, your background is better than mine. You're fine leaving it.
But this is where my
with me is the computer is too old and it won't take any of the pictures that I have.
Oh.
Yeah, the laptop. Like, watch if I put something in there. See how it looks.
Mine does that too. If I put something in there, it totally makes me look like I'm like see-through.
Yeah. Now, if I do it through my phone, it's fine. It looks really nice.
Okay. My computer is 6 months old and it still makes me. What?
Look at you. I like that.
I'm like, I just think it's so silly. I'm like, whatever. So I just keep my semi-clean office space. Hi, Susie. It's nice to meet you.
Hi, Susan. Nice to meet you too.
Yes.
Oh gosh, bear with me here as I get my
don't worry. Take your time.
Background going. I have it, and for some reason,
It looks
not
to
a
me
lot.
like you're in a government office or something like that.
This is
Okay,
where
this
my
okay, the hotel that someone
I'm gonna
gave
just
asked me about, by the way, was called the Cape. I'd never heard of it before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Cape, it's
yeah.
closer to Cabo San
Mhm.
Lucas.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, it looks so great." I was like, "Oh, okay." So, oh, this is so
Yeah.
funny. Okay.
Let me see. For some reason, it's not okay.
Are you
I
going
have
to
so
the
my back.
video camera picture?
Now here,
You
let me go make
know.
you guys co-host. Hold on, let me do this, by the way.
Okay.
Make you co-host and make
Videos.
co-host, and then here, and then make co-host. Make co-host, there we go. Just making sure everyone that is registered. So what I do is I make them give me their email address so so that I can follow up with them. I wasn't doing that originally. What I was doing originally was just allowing anyone to come in, and then I was like, well, then I don't get any information on them.
Mm.
So this way I can follow up with them. I follow up with them with a personal email and say, hey, I just want to make sure, you know, if you have any questions. And, you know, what I'm trying to do right now is, you know, I don't know when people are going to book. I mean, I hope they're going to book sooner. I really believe our first booking area outside, I have 2 destination weddings right now for 21 June. And one of them is Cabo. They just on Friday booked at the Hard Rock. But it is the first trips I think that are going to start producing are going to be Mexico, especially for Arizona,
Yeah.
because it's as long as the non-stops come out. So
Wait, did you hear that there was an extended on the lockdown until August?
no.
Yeah, the governor just sent the notification. I haven't seen anything. I haven't heard anything on the news. I've been here in my office all day long, but I did hear.
So for California or for where?
No, California.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. I'm like, oh my God, seriously?
All of you California people, I look at you and I go, especially those that have kids. Like my cruise person lives in Orange County and she has a 7-year-old son and she's like, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
He needs to get out.
Oh.
Wow, August. That is crazy.
Yeah. Again, I haven't actually seen the news or anything like that. But
well, you know, it's interesting. So Jamaica right now, they're canceling. I have all these things that are canceling in June, but there's no official.
Oh.
So I really don't like to make any statement to anyone until I have something in writing in my email, because there's so many comments that people make and I'm like, stop. I'm like, because then they're like, well, I read on Facebook and someone said this and I'm like, I go, it could be a lie. You know, she's like, well, Sandals is giving money back. And I wrote back, then they're lying to you. Because I go, they're only giving future credits, just FYI. I've worked with them for 26 years and they're not giving money back. And she's all upset. And I'm like, but it is. So it's a tough, you know, we don't know. And so, you know, it is. I really just want really big, you know, I people booked last week to go to Cancun on June 3rd. I was like, I don't know if I do that, but 7 rooms in Cancun.
Have you gotten any bookings from the previous webinars?
I've gotten, so I have a bunch of people right now that have like, they're all like, hey, when we're ready. What was funny is I had 2 agents that were on for like my Mexico Live Aqua, and now they're booking for them. Oh, but okay. I would say this. I would say that I really think Mexico will be our first actual booking. You know, like Fiji was great. I love Stu, but I mean, it's off the chart. But it's also a dream. So the idea was like, I also want people to be excited about a dream and not just, you know, could I have gotten a more like, hey, you can afford Fiji? Well, yeah. But it was also like people were on there going, holy smokes, this is amazing. A private island, blah, blah, blah. Africa, I have 3 people on there that are interested. I have a lot of people on the Costa Rica this week. And then my Maldives had to postpone because he couldn't get his computer. He's in New York City. He's having trouble with his internet and stuff like that. So we're going to get that one going. So we've only had, this will be our 4th. So, you know, I think it's different for everyone, but I think this will be a really good, I think Mexico, like I said, I think is going to be our biggest push.
Yeah. Yes, Susie.
Oh, you know what? I was just going to make sure that you could hear me. And then I wanted to just see when it's to present, shall I do the share screen, or Susan, do you push this share screen, or
You
how
can push
that
it.
works?
You can, because you're a co-host, so you can.
Okay.
So, and I'll monitor the
Okay.
participants, and I'll answer their questions and stuff like that. And I'll introduce you guys at the beginning.
Okay.
That's what I've been doing with everyone. Is I kind of wait like 5 minutes because people end up having technical issues getting in.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of introduce you guys and say, and so remind me, so Susie, you are the tourism board of Cabo?
Yes, I'm the manager of Los Cabos Tourism Board, and I'm actually based in LA. We just opened an office at the end of last year, so I'm
So
based
you will
in
be
LA.
in LA until the end of August.
Oh no, we just opened up a brand new office here in Los Angeles, so I am based in LA. So I liaise with all the travel advisors here in California, and especially Southern California, but anywhere.
Wonderful.
But I'm
That's great. That's wonderful.
I'm
I was just saying this to Patty, is that, you know, I've been a travel agent for 26 years, and some of the things that that is, you know, it being in Phoenix especially is that people love Cabo, and it's a unique destination, and people want to go there, and you really get some amazing resorts and amazing properties there. And I think it's going to be one of the first places people are going to travel to.
I do.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah, it's great feedback. Thank you for that.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens.
Yes, I'm sure.
Hello.
I'm sure, you know.
Oh, we got Alexis. Yoo-hoo.
Hi there.
Hey there. Okay, I'm just making sure everyone's gotten on here. I mean, not everyone. We still have more people. It's just 3:59. Just making sure if anyone's got a code that they don't need. And then, of course, this will be like when everyone starts texting me about other things, right? Hey, what about my flights? It's hilarious.
Or my dog starts barking.
Oh, I know. Exactly. We can mute people too, so I can always mute everyone except us, which is great. So yeah, I just try to make sure that, you know, so cute. Your hair looks so nice.
Thank you. It's long. Oh, Susie. Oh, there you go, Susie.
Patty, do you see my background? I got it now.
Yes.
Is
yes,
it
I love it.
correctly?
I love it.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is a unique name.
Yeah.
Oh, my last name?
So your maiden name is Albin?
Yeah, Albin, and then my husband's Nahara.
Nahara. Oh,
Nahara.
I like that. I like that.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Coulter's going to come in. He's running late. Oh, my daughter's on there. There's Mackenzie.
Aww.
I know, she's so nice. I'm always like, will you come on? I keep telling her, yeah, Cabo's, you know, it's one of those, I'm so glad I went last year, and I went through and saw it. I tell people this, I go, the road from the airport to town, it's literally like driving in Scottsdale. So when people are nervous, I love all of Mexico, but it's just so pretty. My hang up that I always had was that I loved swimming, but I'm like, some of the resorts are so stunning. So I have a destination wedding that's booking right now, 45 rooms at the Hard Rock. And she was like, are we going to be worried about not swimming? And I said, well, you got to see the pools. I go, it's just so beautiful. So, and then people who golf and stuff like that. So
definitely. There's so much. Try to limit the presentation because there's so much, but I just thought if there's questions that come up, we can address them.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, well, thank you.
I know Mary's here. Mary in the house. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna go look here. Okay, let's go look here. Okay, I'm gonna go make sure that nobody else. I know I have 12 people, and we're like at 8, so we'll give a couple more minutes. For those of you, I was going to say, I really appreciate everyone joining us. I met Patty, who has the cute little like leopardy thing on. I met her she came to one of our, my team's happy hour, and Coulter had invited her from Classic Vacations, and she is with the One and Only. And I said to her, one of my first experiences with the One and Only is I sold it years ago when it was in the Bahamas. And I remember it was in like some movie too, and it was like, oh, I want to go there. And they have one in Cabo, and they have a brand new one that's opening up in Puerto Vallarta. And I'm like, it is. It's like you don't go to anything but the one and only. So
Thank you for
yeah,
that.
I know. So she was so fun. And
Yeah.
then, and I have not met Susie. We've just been chatting, but Susie now is based out of Los Angeles, and she's with the tourism board for Cabo. So that's great, so that we have contacts, and that's great for my clients and for travel agents who are on here, is that to have someone. It's really nice when you have people that are in America when you're trying to deal with some things, because you don't mean this in a bad way, but there's a different mood when you're trying to ask questions. You know, like right now I'm emailing about, you know, what's happening with Jamaica, and I'm dealing with people in Jamaica that have a totally different vibe than, you know, my clients who are like this, you know. So yeah, so it's really great to build that relationship.
Well, good.
Yeah. So you guys, why don't you guys go ahead and start, and I'll just make sure I let everyone that's coming in. It is recording, and we'll make sure that we can get these up. And then if you guys have any questions, anyone who's participating, please go ahead and you can chat on the side. You can send it to everyone, or you can send it to me directly, and then I will try to answer it as we go in there. Hello, Dana.
Okay, I'll go ahead and share the screen. Let's see how this works. Okay.
Look at that. Karen has her background as Cabo already. I'm so impressed.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome.
Let's see here. Can you see my screen here?
Not yet.
Not yet.
It's coming up.
Just coming up. There it is.
Okay. Can you see that?
Oh, that's the best ride at night.
There we go.
Okay. Okay.
Good.
Fantastic. Well, welcome. Thank you so much, Susan, for inviting, and Patty for inviting for this special webinar. And I just want to review a couple of things for the destination of Los Cabos and see what we've been up to. And obviously things have changed a little bit, but we'll get through. First of all, I just wanted to show you where Los Cabos is located. So as you see on the upper right-hand corner, the map of USA and Mexico, and then to the left a little is Los Cabos. So it's at the tip of Baja California Sur. And then if you look at the main image here, you'll see where the San Jose del Cabo airport is, and that's where all the flights go into Los Cabos. And the destination is surrounded by two bodies of water. On the right-hand side, you'll have the Sea of Cortez, and on the left-hand side, you'll see the Pacific Ocean. And then we have 5 designated areas of Los Cabos. Everyone's very, very familiar with Cabo San Lucas and then San Jose del Cabo. But if you see, I'll take you on letter A. If you look on letter A, that's the Pacific side of Los Cabos, and it's about 45 minutes from the airport. And then you'll go to B, which is Cabo San Lucas. This is where the famous icon arch is located, or El Arco. That's very recognizable symbol of Los Cabos. And then C, you'll see that is the tourist corridor. So that's a 20-mile corridor that connects Cabo San Lucas and San Jose del Cabo. And D, you'll see that's San Jose del Cabo. And I'll go into a little bit more about those destinations. And then up at the top, you'll see E, which is the East Cape. And that is where some brand new developments are happening in that really beautiful space up there. Okay, so just going quickly through here, Los Cabos is one of the most recognized and desirable places in the world, and it's been listed on many travel lists that are very prestigious, like Travel and Leisure and Condé Nast Traveler, and a lot of different lists. And until March, when we hit March, it was about like 20 to 25 travel lists recommended for Los Cabos. So it's still a very desirable destination, and we are getting through this pandemic. But I just wanted to show you some slides of the destination here. Also, over here, we've got the, let's see. So the destination, so as a whole, it has about 350 sunny days a year, which makes it perfect for vacations and outdoor events like weddings, honeymoons, or any type group activities, things like that. Normally, we have about 345 flights from the US per week, but that's in a normal circumstance. So as June starts happening, the flights will start returning to Los Cabos, and we will make more of an announcement toward the end of May about flights returning. But from the Phoenix area, as you know, it's just under 2-hour flight, so it's very easy to get to. You can leave in the morning and have lunch in Los Cabos on the beach at noon.
At the office. We can go to the office, guys. Right on the beach.
Okay, so just as a whole, the destination of Los Cabos has about 85 resorts, and those are spread out very strategically through that whole area, the tip of Baja California. They're not concentrated in one area. They do have a lot of breathing space in between, so it's not, it's very spaced out. And we do have the top luxury brands in the world. As you know, One&Only Palmilla is coming on. We've got Waldorf Astoria, Four Seasons, the Cape, Ritz-Carlton, a lot of incredible luxury hotel brands. We also have a variety, which makes it a great option for this destination. We've got adult-only resorts. We have family-friendly with water parks and tons of activities for families. We have hotels that are designated for couples or singles. We have all-inclusions. We've got boutique, smaller hotels, and we've got swimmable beach hotels. So we'll go on to the next one. One of the, how do you recognize these slides?
I do. Thank you so much. I just didn't want to interrupt.
Sure, I try to incorporate One&Only pictures here. These are pictures from One&Only Palmilla, Los Cabos. So the destination of Los Cabos has really recognized spas and wellness retreats. Some of the resorts do therapies that I've never even heard of anywhere else, which are like cancer recovery. They've got really incredible therapies by trained professionals. There are some spas that let you do wine stomping in the spas, and the One&Only spa is just incredible. You're surrounded by this lush jungle with birds chirping, and just the aromas in the air is just truly amazing. And then Los Cabos is actually known as the golf capital of Latin America. And we currently have 18 golf courses. Our 18th course was just complete in Rancho San Lucas, and that is a Greg Norman signature golf course. As you can see, most of them are located on the Sea of Cortez and then go over to the Pacific side. So they've got stunning views of azure blue waters. You've got white sand beaches. You've got the mountains and the desert. So you've got a lot of different incredible elements coming in, making it a very ideal place for this type of activity. Along with all of the resorts that I had mentioned, this destination of Los Cabos still does retain its sustainability and its incredible environmental feel. So 42% of this area, as you can see on the map over there, is designated as natural protected areas. So it's the Sierra de la Laguna, where there's incredible trails and waterfalls, amazing for Baja California. And then Cabo Pulmo is an area that is protected, but you can snorkel in Cabo Pulmo, and it is one of the most beautiful places that you will see, but it is protected there. And then we have like whale sanctuary protections. We've got docking regulations for cruise ships, sea lion colonies. We do have the turtle protection and things like that. So it is very sustainable. The destination does not use straws, and there's a lot of factors that each hotel abides to as far as sustainability measures. And the destination of Los Cabos, not all of it is a swimmable area, but there are 19 designated areas that are swimmable. And these are 19 blue flag beaches. And what blue flag means is that it meets a stringent requirement of cleanliness. It must be well maintained and including public and swimmable beach areas. So Los Cabos has the most blue flag certified beaches in Mexico.
I didn't even know that you could.
And then just,
Wow.
yes, you can swim in several areas. In fact, what Patty will tell you is the one and only, when she goes through her presentation, is located on a swimmable beach. So that's a huge key selling.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So some of the top destinations, why is this a bucket list destination? Why is it a dream destination? Well, one of the main reasons is that it's so close and it's just so beautiful. You still feel close to home, yet you feel like you're in another world. You've got nature, you've got culinary accolades with Michelin star chefs. You've got adventures, very unique adventures like camel riding on the beach. You've got outback. You've got amazing aquatic activities and wellness, spa and wellness. You've got romance, perfect for outdoor weddings on the beach. You've got romance, honeymoons, really iconic landscaping. You have sport fishing for the fisher people, and golf and yachting. There's so much going on in Los Cabos. But one of the things that I like to talk about, which I didn't include on here, are the farms. The farms in Los Cabos are very, very unique. And it's very unique to this part of Mexico. Rather than other destinations, you won't see farms like this, but you've got organic farms with incredible produce that's sourced by the hotel chefs. They come and they get the food and they use it in the restaurant. So it's hand-picked, it's fresh, it's organic. At some of these farms, they have restaurants, so you can sample the food right there or do some shopping of local produce there also. One of the things I also wanted to point out. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, can you scuba dive? Because I know my husband said that he wants to do. Is it whale shark? Is that what that is?
Yes, you can snorkel or you can scuba dive in the Sea of Cortez area.
Okay.
And with the whale sharks, yes, you can definitely do that. And there's tours in Los Cabos that can arrange that for you, which is a very, very unique experience. I haven't done it myself, but it looks very exciting. And what I wanted to point.
Oh, I was just gonna say, are there tours then for like to go to the farm and to do an experience like that?
Yes.
Or is it more like eating it at the restaurant, at the hotel?
Yeah, so and Patty can explain a little bit about what they offer at the hotel, but just in general, the Los Cabos Tourism Board website does have a list of tours and activities that are approved and licensed and recommended. So you can always go to our website and look at the tours there, because some specialize in for example, fishing and tours on the boat, and some specialize in farm tours. You can do like there's several farms that you can do in one day. You can do snorkeling experience. You can do, and that is really, really good for Cabo Pulmo area. It's just gorgeous. I think these pictures on the left-hand side, those are Cabo Pulmo with all of those fish. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
And the reason why I wanted to point out the Sea of Cortez is just, it's known as the aquarium of the world. And that was named by Jacques Cousteau because he used to spend a lot of time in Baja California and Baja California Sur. So he really recognized the beauty of the marine life and the sea life here. Okay, I just go over Cabo San Lucas just real quick. You see the iconic arches of Los Cabos right there. And then you'll also see some activities that we offer, like in that area, the yachting and the snorkeling and the outback activities with the four-wheelers, and just the iconic landscapes of the desert. We've got award-winning restaurants that are, located either in the hotels or in the destination of Los Cabos, in downtown Los Cabos. In Cabo San Lucas, there's amazing restaurants from seafood to Italian to obviously traditional Mexican flair. But down below, you'll see that's the first marinas in Cabo San Lucas. There is another marina that's located in Puerto Los Cabos, that's in San Jose del Cabo, and I'll go to that one. But these are just some slides so you can see some destination pieces. There's no sound on this video, just in case you're wondering, but I just wanted to show you a little bit of activity. This is the area of Cabo San Lucas where you can go underwater, you can rent a yacht or a boat for your small groups. You can have nightlife in Cabo San Lucas area, and a lot of people go to do their water excursions in this area. There's also golf by beaches, amazing beaches. So in the tourist corridor, like I mentioned in the beginning, this is a corridor that's 20 miles long that connects Cabo San Lucas to San Jose del Cabo. And this has amazing luxury resorts that overlook the Sea of Cortez. And it has many, many golf courses, and it's just manicured and landscaped so beautifully. So when you take that drive, you can just really, your eyes can just wander into the environment and just be dazzled of all of these incredible landscapes. San Jose del Cabo. So San Jose del Cabo is a very beautiful, more traditionally Mexican style, Mexican feel per se. It's got cobblestone streets, very colorful buildings. It's got a little bungalow, a very beautiful church, and they do art walks on Thursday where you can stroll around the town. They close off the streets, and there's art galleries, and there's little boutique restaurants and clothing shops, and just wine tasting and things like that. They have live music. The atmosphere is very inviting, and it's just very uplifting, and I love San Jose del Cabo. It's so beautiful. You can surf in this area. There's some designated surf spots that are safe for surfing, and of course the food is just amazing, and I encourage you to try as many restaurants as you can, because there's so many incredible restaurants with fresh seafood and fresh organic food. You'll see down below in the slide the other marina. So this is Puerto Los Cabos. This is the second marina. So guests who are staying in this area, they have access to this marina here, and you can do fishing excursions and any yachting or any type of boating excursions at this marina also. And then just a little bit about the cuisine. Like I had mentioned, the destination has amazing restaurants that have fresh caught seafood, world cuisines, and mentioned Michelin star chefs. And the cuisine is just, it wins awards. They recruit chefs from around the world for the hotel restaurants. So that is really a key selling factor, is the cuisine of this destination. And then just a quick update on the destination. It's been closed really to businesses since April 1st. And as of today, we are on track to start reopening as of June 1st in phases though. We'll open about 20% of the inventory. And then as the weeks go by, it will start reopening in ways that we monitor on a day-to-day basis because the destination of Los Cabos is almost finished creating a health and safety manual that will be implemented for all hotels and all restaurants, all businesses in the destination, that they will have to adhere to, and they will have to show a stamp or a certification of the COVID cleanly, basically. And so that will give travelers the comfort to know that everything has been measured, all the measures have been taken to make sure that it's very safe and friendly and healthy destination. So
that's great. That's awesome.
And yeah, it's good. Since it will reopen in phases, that will once that happens, we'll be able to analyze the situation on a day-to-day basis and provide constant updates on our website and on our social media pages. So, and just going to show you real quick, just some safety and control perception. Just these are some of the phases. Currently, we have only Terminal 1 open, but we will reopen Terminal 2, the international terminal. And as the stages go by, we'll start receiving groups and more air flights will start returning. Okay, and we've covered, okay, I just wanted to show you really quick. This is me, I'm the manager of Los Cabos Tourism, and we established this office in Los Angeles at the end of 2019 because as you might know, the Mexico Tourism Board offices has closed and they reallocated funds to a different project in Mexico. And so Los Cabos, being a really key market for the United States, obviously, and the Southwest, and we have a new office in Los Angeles. So I am everything liaison for the destination. So you can shoot me a WhatsApp, you can send me an email, give me a call, whatever you need. I'm here to help you. And then you can also stay connected with Los Cabos. We've got a newsletter, we have a blog, and then of course all the social media channels you can find us on. I personally do the updates on our LinkedIn because that is really a business community, and I do all of our updates on LinkedIn, but we do have all of our other channels that you can follow or subscribe to for updates and things like that. So one last video I was going to show you here. Let's see if we can get this.
Our love is like an island floating in the desert blue. We have never ever felt so young. We could stay here in the desert sun. In Los Cabos, the desert meets the sea. The world ends. But for those who find their way here, the end is only the beginning. That's the Baja way. And it's good to all of us. Los Cabos, our way, your way, the Baja way.
Okay,
Wow,
thank you guys so much. I'm
great.
gonna now turn it over to Patricia Fagoga, Leisure Sales Manager at One&Only Palmilla.
Wonderful. And don't forget, if you guys have questions, don't forget you can write it over on the side, and
Yes.
we can answer them at the end too. And if you're a travel agent, you want to stand at the end, we've done that also. People can ask questions at the end too. So thank you, Susie. That was great. Got me excited. I'm like, I'm supposed to be this week for a conference.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
So,
we will be there soon.
all right.
Patty, I will go ahead and.
Right. Thank you so much, Susie, for that introduction. And hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you so much, Susan, for giving us the opportunity to present not only the beautiful destination that Los Cabos is, but also the uniqueness on One&Only Palmilla. For those that know the One&Only brand, One&Only brand is an ultra luxury collection of boutique resorts all around the globe. We have currently open 9, and there's a few coming up that will be opening soon. The ones in Mexico will be One&Only Palmilla and also One&Only Mandarina, which we are opening in November 1st. But since we are concentrating on Los Cabos right now, I will touch on that on a different opportunity that Susan may provide me. So staying with Los Cabos, gosh.
If you walk around, do social media, I'm game.
Good. So staying with Los Cabos here, I am very happy to talk to you a little bit One and Only Palmilla, the most iconic property in Los Cabos. This beautiful property has been there since the 1950s.
Wow.
Interesting enough, it started accommodating, of course, celebrities, very high-end clientele. And the interesting part about it is that we continue to be honored to have very high-end clientele and also celebrities visiting the resort quite often. As you can see, it's got an incredible location. Yes, Los Cabos as a destination is an absolute place, beautiful place to come. But what I can say about Palmilla too, that it is also a destination resort, and you will definitely find this out as we go through the entire presentation. But it is one of those resorts that it is so self-contained, in which a lot of our clients, they don't really get out of the resort once they check in with everything that we have to offer. Especially with our repeat clientele, which I'm very proud to say we're about 47% of repeat clientele. Also, believe it or not, there are many, many clients that have us on their bucket list, and many, many clients that they come just because they want to stay with us. Okay, in addition to that, as far as the location, it's right on the tip of Baja California. As you can see on this beautiful picture here, it's completely surrounded by Mar Cortez, or the Sea of Cortez, as Susie was explaining. We definitely have the most beautiful, safe, swimmable beach where you can swim all year round, and we have an array of different non-motorized water sports that you and your family can enjoy under complimentary basis. We also have surfing. There's quite, an array of different activities that you can practice and enjoy at One and Only Palmilla. In addition to that, as you can see, every single accommodation has beautiful views of the Sea of Cortez. There's not one room where there is, the first category or the 17th category that we have, which will be one of our 4-bedroom villas. You will still have beautiful views of the Sea of Cortez. Next slide, Susie. Okay, here is only a couple of pictures that I wanted to share with you as far as the type of accommodations that we have. So we go from standard rooms to beautiful junior suites, 1-bedrooms, and of course the 4-bedroom villas. Every single room has a beautiful day bed and also a beautiful terrace with a table and 2 chairs where you can definitely enjoy the beauty of the scenes of the Sea of Cortez. And what you're seeing right at the back on that terrace is actually the city of San Jose. So the resort, just to go back a little bit as far as on location, it's quickly 2 hours and 20 minutes from LA. And I just learned that it's about an hour and 40 minutes from Arizona. It's a quick 20 minutes from the airport. So for those clients that are on the West Coast, it's an easy flight to get to this beautiful destination and the resort as well. Next slide, please. And what you're going to be seeing on these couple of other slides are different room types of categories that we have. This is one of our most booked categories by honeymooners, and these are beautiful casita junior suite with infinity H pool. And I have to tell you, when it comes to honeymooners and couples, these are definitely hot potatoes for them. Every single accommodation comes with butler, 24-hour butler. For the grand suites and higher categories, we have something that is called dedicated butler. For the other categories, we have something that is called share butler. But in one or the other, you definitely have your butler who is always going above and beyond, making sure that you get everything that you need to make the experience an absolute unforgettable one. As with the rest of the brand, with all the One and Onlys, our #1 goal is to make memorable experiences, create joy, and always anticipate everything. And really, that's what makes us very, very special. Next slide, please. These are just the other categories we have. We go into the grand bedrooms. Next slide, please, Susie. As you can see, every single unit has beautiful terraces, beautiful views. These are two special, beautiful 4-bedroom villas that we have. What's the big difference between one and the other? Villa Cortez is more of an authentic Mexican style. And as you can see on the pictures, previous pictures that you saw, that's something that I completely forgot to mention. Of all the resorts in Los Cabos, and I say this with much pride, One&Only Palmilla is the most authentic Mexican style resort, in which you really feel like you are in Mexico, with the architecture, with the uniforms on the staff, with everything that we have inside the resort. We definitely have a 100% sense of place. Going back to the Villa Cortez and Villa One, so that's the big difference between those two. Villa One is the only architecture that we have that's chic, modern. And the reason we did that is because we wanted to attract a different type of clientele as well. So between one and the other, Villa One will be the one that is most booked by younger clientele. Each villa comes with 12 staff members. So just a quick fact over here, at the resort, we have over 900 staff members to take care of you. What does that mean? That means that we have a staff member ratio of 5-to-1. So you have 5 staff members completely dedicated to you throughout your stay. But when you stay in our 4-bedroom villas, we provide you with 12 staff members. So you have your own butler, you have your chef, culinary staff, household staff, and the rest of the amenities that you're seeing here in these beautiful villas. Next slide, Susie, please. As far as cuisine, you can never get bored at One&Only Palmilla. It's either, it depends on what you're feeling like, it depends on the ambience. You can choose from a Mediterranean cuisine at our restaurant, which is one of my favorites, or we can go at Sear, which is our signature restaurant. This one here, it is, hello?
I'll mute people.
Did anybody have a question or?
No, I'm just meeting people who don't realize that they're making noise.
No worries. Okay, so Sear, it's by John George, celebrity chef in New York. And this one here, the cuisine, it's all about steaks, seafood, and lamb. At Sear, you can definitely find many different cuts of steak. And in addition to that, not to be repetitive, seafood and lamb. In addition to that, it's got a beautiful wine cellar with over 900 different bottles of wine. So if you can't find your wine here, I don't know where you're gonna find it, but it's really incredible to have that feature in there. If you're feeling like having a little bit of Asian food or a little bit of ceviches, kind of like a Mexican feeling as well, you can join Ceviche Restaurant, where the cuisine is, an array of different Asian seafood, sushis, and definitely ceviches as well. And that's the reason why we name it Ceviche.
It's
Next.
not an all-inclusive resort, right, Patty?
What was that?
It's not all-inclusive, right?
No, and thank you for asking that, Susan, because even though it's not an all-inclusive property, we definitely have meal plans.
Okay.
We have half board and full board all throughout the year that your clients can definitely purchase.
Okay.
Okay.
That's cool. I would say, and I'm curious on this, and maybe Susie can come. I would say that more of the higher end resorts are not all inclusives, but they offer something like that, and I think that does possibly, it gives you.
That is correct.
Yeah, I think it gives you a little bit more flexibility on being able to go to some of the better resorts. And I mean, go to some of the better restaurants and not be tied to, oh, well, I can only eat here or I can only have a buffet and stuff like that. I would say anything that's 4.5 star or higher is probably not going to be an all-inclusive in Cabo, which is where most of the higher end resorts in Mexico are.
Correct.
Yeah.
But I have to tell you, once you see our meal plans, it's quite incredible to see the pricing. It's super approachable, super affordable. So it's definitely a deal that we have to offer to our clients as well. So moving into more food and beverage dining experiences, we also have Breeze Restaurant. Breeze Restaurant is just a little above our adult pool, which is Vista Pool. Here you can, it's an al fresco restaurant offering, fish tacos, ceviches, salads, anything that's light and perfect for the time that you are enjoying pool time. In addition to that, if you're traveling with your significant other and want to do a dining under the stars, we have these beautiful pods right on the left. We have some that are definitely just for couples. We have others that accommodate up to 4. And if you're traveling with a group of friends, or if you're traveling with the entire family, we do have our amazing chef table, which is right on the right at the bottom. And that one is more of a sort of like a Susan style. It has a set menu, and just seeing the first food that they serve, it's incredible. I mean, the views, the entire experience, and then that Susan lazy round thing, it's completely filled with an array of different seafood, and that's only the first entry, not to mention the entire menu that comes right after. Next. As far as bars, yes, definitely these are our main 2 bars at the resort, but all along the resort you will find different lounge areas. For instance, Sear Restaurant has a beautiful lounge area with a fire pit. By Vista Pool, you'll find another lounge area. So there's many different lounge areas where you can come and enjoy cocktails as night, or mingle with friends while being at the resort. But our bar, I love it. It's my favorite, and there's a couple of reasons why. This is a open air, amazing restaurant. So you hear the water crushing the rocks, you have air coming in, then you have live entertainment. We either have solos, or we have an amazing mariachi band playing, or other type of music, depending on the crowd and depending on how busy we get. We also have a little bit of DJ some nights as well. But this is where you can find an amazing tequila tasting. You can also do an incredible array of different signature cocktails, and the night just goes on. If you are, again, traveling with your significant other and you want to have a different sort of ambience and you want to make it a little more classier, more romantic, then I'll invite you to One&Only Lounge. We do have also live entertainment, and sort of the music that goes on, it's a little bit of jazz. Depending on how the weather is doing, we open up those beautiful glass doors that you see there. And again, you experience the breeze and the sound of the beautiful ocean. This is also a bar that is air conditioned.
Oh, amen.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Mary was with me in Tahiti, where I complained all the time about how warm I was. So every so often, it's
I totally understand that.
You can go inside to air conditioning if they offer it.
Yes. Next.
Okay.
Oh, as far as spa fitness centers, the spa has 13 beautiful treatment rooms, and I have to say, gosh, I've been forgetting a lot of beautiful details about the resort, but the resort, the landscape is so lush. That's another big key differentiator from the rest of the properties in Los Cabos. A lot of our clientele, when they come in, they usually ask themselves, my God, where have I arrived? Because it's just, the land is super tropical, super lush. I may be exaggerating, but maybe not, by saying that we do have some sort of like botanical gardens, because that's how it feels. So what I'm trying to say by that is that also our beautiful spa, it's completely surrounded by vegetation. So you really get to relax and enjoy the entire spa. Also too, next slide please, Susie. In the spa, we have different experiences. We have Barbara and Blay, which became absolutely successful 2 years ago, and it continues to be successful because we're not only pampering women, but we now pamper our gentlemen as well. Then we have Pedicure Manicure Studio by Bastian Gonzalez, and I have to tell you, based on experience, this is not the regular manicure pedicure that we are used to, or at least not me. But here you got 3 people working on you. One is on your feet, one is on your hands, and then the other one on your scalp. It's an incredible treatment. It's really, it's a good treat. And then Barber and Blade, it's a complete amazing experience for gentlemen, because they get the newspaper, they get all kinds of, you know, different drinks depending on what they feel like they want to enjoy while having the treatment. That could be tequila, whiskey, anything that they want. It's included in the service as well. Next. Continuing with wellness, of course, we definitely celebrate Mexico. We are very proud of the culture, very proud of where we are. So we enhance that proudness and that celebration into making the resort very, very authentic Mexican style. And what I'm trying to say with that is that we do have our own shaman on board, and he has his own setup right at the bottom to do the Temazcal ritual healing treatments. In addition to that, we do have our beautiful yoga pavilion where we practice yoga every single day of the week. But in addition to the yoga pavilion, because the landscape is so beautiful, we do have many, many different spots where yoga is practiced every day as well. And when you check in at the room, you will definitely have a fitness schedule where you will see where yoga is being that's where the service is being extended. What you're seeing at the bottom are our beautiful hot and cold pools. And at the spot, you can come in, you don't have to have a treatment, and spend a whole day relaxing with all the services and amenities that we have available. Next.
Is the yoga included, or is that an extra cost?
Yoga is definitely an extra cost, but if any of you don't want to do any spot treatments, you don't have to do that in order for you to come and enjoy a whole day at the spa, using the hot and cold spa, using the secret garden, and all the services that we have in there.
Yeah, that's beautiful though. I've reached out to some yoga groups, and I'm just thinking about that. I know this is for a lot of people, but they really do look for unique experiences and stuff like that. This is stunning. I mean, I really had no clue.
Absolutely. Thank you, Susan. As far as activities, of course, we have adventures by the sea. We have adventures by the land. Let's review the ones by the sea. We definitely extend surfing lessons. We partner with Tropic Surf in Australia, and they have been working with us for the last 5 years in providing the most amazing, unforgettable surfing experiences for our clients. For the little ones, our swimmable beach is so amazing that we can do surfing lessons our own swimmable beach on property. For those that are, you know, more experienced and that they want a truly adventure, surfing adventure, we do take them to a different beach, which is about 5 to 10 minutes from the resort. We do have fishing boats. We have amazing yachts that your clients can take out, book and get and take out. The fishing boats too as well. We'll send you with the fisherman, and depending on exactly what is it that you are looking for, that's how we create the experience. Stand-up paddleboard, kayaking, snorkeling. We also have a beautiful sailing boat on the resort, on property, that you can use under complimentary amenities. Also whale watching. The resort, it's very lucky to be located where it is, and that is exactly the area where, and I'm not exaggerating, you will see a school of whales going by as you are either dining or having lunch at Breeze Restaurant or Outward Restaurant. You know, the whales are coming all the way from Canada. They have to pass the Sea of Cortez, and definitely we are the property that they visit quite a lot. Whale season starts mid-December, and it goes all the way to early April for those that are curious to find out when is a good time to go and see the whales at Los Cabos. Next. As far as land.
Also, oh, and I'll just throw in there that when I went to One and Only, do you have this patio where you ring the bell when there's a whale. Is that correct?
Yes, we do like a shell, a corn shell that we use to alert our guests that whales are coming. And also to a Breeze restaurant, we do put a beautiful whale right on the tables, and we do put the story of whales along with that, just to remind clients and to be alert that at any time given, any point given, whales are going to go by and they'll have a full show with our beautiful whales. As far as adventures on land, we have cooking classes. We have our own beautiful venue for the cooking classes. That is our herb garden. And every herb that we grow there, a lot of it, we use it at our restaurant. When you come into our restaurant and you open up the menu, you will see a beautiful leaf next to the dish that you're reading about. And that means that there was an herb used from our herb garden into that dish. Tequila tasting, of course, everyone has heard about tequila tastings. When it comes to Palmilla, we definitely do not just tequila tasting, but tequila seminars. The tequila tasting can go about from an hour to an hour and a half. And I have to tell you, you are fully entertained from beginning to end. Our sommelier is an expert at tequileras, so he knows how did it start, where did they go next, how is the tequila made, how can you pair the tequila from these, with this food or these other food. It's the most incredible experience. And again, healing rituals, as I mentioned before, that will be considered an adventure on the land. We have the Jeep adventures, everything that Susie was mentioning as far as activities. One&Only will be able to put together an itinerary for you. We do work with handpicked DMCs in Los Cabos that will be putting the activities together with One&Only touches included. Golf, we are absolutely proud of our golf course. It is the first golf course that Jack Nicklaus designed in Latin America, and it's not 18 holes, it's 27 holes, 3 different courses. We have a mountain, desert, and ocean. And even though mountain and desert doesn't sound anything about water, you do have the most beautiful scenes of the Sea of Cortez. Of course, we have a tennis courts, basketball courts. So as you can see, as I said at the beginning, the resort is definitely a self-contained property. It's a destination property in which our client have everything that they need while staying in Los Cabos. Next. Oh, our beautiful pool. So our pool is our family pool, but when I say family pool, do not picture kids running around or screaming. The experiences in our pools are absolutely enhanced above and beyond. And when I say that, we do have pool concierge who's offering pillows for your back, for your neck, for your legs. We do mid-morning refreshment, afternoon refreshments. We do foot massages while you're enjoying. The point here, the goal here is it's given that we have beautiful pools, that we have an incredible service, but it's about creating a memorable experience while you're enjoying our waters in either Agua pool or Vista pool. In addition to that, Vista pool has an incredible swim-up bar, as you are seeing right there on the picture. As far as swimmable beach, this is where you can see the swimmable beach at Palmilla. What you were seeing at the very first picture is the south side of Palmilla, and that one, it's a little bit rocky, but you will be amazed to see all the amazing experiences, food and beverage, and fun activities that we put together on that other side of the resort as well. The north side is where we have the swimmable beach, beautiful complimentary cabanas that you're seeing right here at the bottom. And also right on the beach, we have a bar and also a grilled kitchen as well, where you can enjoy hamburgers, hot dogs, anything that you really feel like having while you're enjoying the beach, we will have at that beautiful grilled pelican kitchen. Next. And last but not least, definitely just as any other one and only property, we are family friendly, and we are well known for making the most unique and memorable experiences for our multi-generational families. Just to give you an idea, our resort is well visited by multi-generational families between, I want to say, Thanksgiving, festive, Easter, and 4th of July. You will be amazed to see everything that we put together for them. Any resort can say we are family friendly, but when it comes to us, we do make sure that we provide the most unique experiences. And what I'm trying to say with that, let me give you an example. When we do have a family such as the one that you're seeing on the right, on the left-hand side at the bottom, we do have a staff member that sort of interview the family, or whoever is the head of the family that's putting this trip together. And what we do is we ask them what is the purpose of them traveling into Los Cabos and staying at Palmilla. What is it that they want to come and enjoy? And we had this amazing family. This is an experience that I want to share with you, where the grandfather definitely wanted to teach his grandson on how to fish. So they booked one of our beautiful fishing, well, it wasn't a fishing boat, but it was the yacht. So they booked the yacht. We sent a fisherman with them along with 6 staff members to help them. But in addition to that, we send staff members with cameras, taking videos, taking photos. Once they came back from fishing, they collected all the fish. We went into our restaurant, and our celebrity chef at our restaurant came to welcome them and kind of like explain the type of fish that they had fished. Then they went into the kitchen and cooked it with them. And at the end, what they did is they enjoyed this amazing meal at the herb garden all together. So, while while they're staying at the resort, we are putting the entire experience together in photos and videos. And at the end, we presented to them, and I have to tell you, the grandfather was definitely in tears. And this is, just one experience of the many, many that I can share with you over the phone, but I'll have you here all night long. What you're seeing right in the middle are teepees. And teepees, we put those together during family dinner time right on the beach. Of course, that has an additional fee, but we do have those experiences and amenities available to offer. The right side bottom picture is Easter time. So what we did is we did a contest per family, whoever put the most beautiful castle together, and they had an incredible time. We have a kids club. It's complimentary. It's for ages 4 to 11. We also have our teenage program. So families definitely are able to enjoy an incredible experience with us. And that's just a little bit about Palmilla. I thank you so much for your time.
Oh, thank you. Honestly, this is so above and beyond what I ever thought it would be. I'm just making sure. I love that. Yeah, Karen, I agree with you. I love that everything is customizable. I think that's, I think that you can play with it too. I know that there are things that are extra costs and stuff like that. It looks like the kids program that people ask, that 4 to 12-year-old, that's common in Mexico. There's a couple of resorts that allow 3-year-olds. There aren't going to be anything for babies. Do you guys offer if you want? Or is there an opportunity to get like a nanny or a on-site or something like that if you have a child that's under 4?
Correct. So the kids club is complimentary for ages 4 to 11. Anyone who's younger can definitely come, but they have to be accompanied by a nanny or by a parent. But if they are party trained, they are welcome to stay with us, even though they're not 4 yet. In addition to that, we do have certified nannies available at any given time.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Yeah. I love that there's just a lot. There's a lot for people to do. I can see why people would stay here. And, I would say this other thing that I think, and I'm not sure about your resort, I noticed that when people go to Cabo, they really can go to Cabo for 3-4 days. where, well, sometimes when they go to Cancun, another destination, they'll tend to go for 7. Do you find that that's true, or do people stay there for 7 days? And really, it could be your resort. But I'm just curious, is it tends to be a little bit more towards 3-4 nights?
It is, especially for the West Coast clientele. The length of stay that they usually stay, it's either 3 to 4 nights.
Yeah.
But when we have our clients that are coming from Europe, we do have a lot of them that come from London, Australia. We do have length of stays from 7 to 14 nights. Very
true. Yep. And I'll say this, when I was there last year, one of the cool things when you do leave that I was surprised about was we drove all the way up to wherever the Hotel California, which was not the original Hotel California. We drove all the way up the coast, and we stopped at a farm with the best strawberries in the whole world. I don't know where that was. And it had ice cream, and drove up there. And it was beautiful. And we had this fantastic tour guide, and there's a lot of things you can do outside Cabo that I didn't realize that. He explained a lot about the history of the culture, and he was saying you could go up to La Paz and all these different places where sometimes when you go, especially I was thinking Cancun, maybe not as much with Puerto Vallarta, but you don't leave as much. You know, you stay where you are. I mean, I personally, when I go on vacation for myself, I don't leave at all. I sit my booty and I read a book on the beach and I drink. So because I'm so tired by the time I go on vacation. So I'm like, oh, I don't want to move. But I like that if I wanted to do that, I love these multi-generational things. I love if I'm a parent and I'm bringing my kids, someday bringing my grandkids, and I could go, hey, we could go for 3 days, 4 nights, whatever, 4 nights, and have this fantastic vacation, know that everyone's being taken care of.
Absolutely.
But I can also have this awesome experience because I like nicer things the older I get.
I think we all do.
I know. I want that chicken patty, rub my hair and rub my feet. I'm good. I'm all good with that, man.
Awesome. No, but definitely the resort, it's for every type of clientele, every type of traveler, whether it's a honeymooner, a celebrity, a multi-generational family, a single. We have everything that one client is looking for.
Yeah. Well, and I think sometimes as a travel agent, sometimes I find that people start nickel and diming, and then we realize that if you don't, even though food's not included, they don't realize that, like, okay, you stay at this resort and then you add all this because you don't have all that there. You end up paying almost the same. And I was telling you this before everyone got on there is some people really want a nicer resort or they want a nicer experience. And maybe your trip, maybe you don't take one every year. Maybe you take it every 14, 18 months or not every 6 months and you get a better experience. I will tell you, my husband grew up in Arizona, and then I was lucky enough to travel. I grew up in a traveling family. And then we had a friend take us to the Four Seasons in Puerto Vallarta, and it was good.
Nice.
And he does not go anywhere else. That's nice. He's like, I want to go nice. And he's like, oh,
wait till you hear about Mandarina and Riviera Nayarit. If you like Four Seasons, then you're gonna fall in love with that other property as well.
He was like, he kept going, where was I? What happened? What did I miss? Because he had never had that. And I think when you try to tell your clients, sometimes I think they think, oh, well, you just want more money. And I'm like, no, let me tell you. And not all high end are the same. I stayed at the Four Seasons of Maui 3 times. My sister goes there. They're beautiful people. It is not my favorite resort. Not every resort being in that high end is the same. And I can already tell by this, it's like your attention to detail, the beauty, to sit in that bar and listen to the waves crashing.
Yes.
When I was talking to my friend Kara today, she was saying what she loves about Cabo is, because I was joking, it's like Arizona. There's no bugs, right? So you don't have the bugs and the mosquitoes that you get sometimes in the other areas. And to sit there and have a gin and tonic, my favorite drink, and listen to that ocean.
Yes.
I'll go now. I'll sit with COVID. I'm good.
Yeah, you let me know.
I know. Okay, anyone else have any other questions before? I want to give everyone the time. It's 5 o'clock. To let them know if they want to go, they can. And if any other travel agents want to stay on and have questions. But yes, thank you, Kimberly says. It's so great to hear this. And I cannot wait to start booking people. I'm a little nervous about booking in June, personally. I do have people that are doing it, but I really think that Mexico is going to be our first, and Cabo probably our first area where people are going to start going. They're going to go, hey, I want to get away for 3 days. I want to get away for 4 days. I'm not ready because maybe a finances to go for 7. This is a great place that they can go, and I really, really appreciate it, you guys. Any questions that I did not get? Okay, hold on, I can't see. Okay. I will, by the way, I will get to everyone here. I'll send you an email with their details, also with the link for the hotel and a link for the tourism board so you guys can look at it, because there's a lot of great information on both of those. You have my details. And then, so now that it's 5 o'clock, any other travel agents you guys, oh, here, I can unmute you if you need to be. I don't know if I, okay, let's see, like, I won't unmute my husband. He doesn't need to be unmuted. I'm sure Mackenzie wants to be unmuted, right? My daughter. If anyone has any other questions, if not, oh wait, there's a new message, hold on. This is really hard work to monitor these things, I have to tell you.
Doing well.
You have to be in 4 places at once. I gotta like email over here and over here and over here. I thought I was good at that, but I'm not, so.
Well, yes, please feel free to share our contact information if you need anything or
share, and I can also share it off your guys' email and stuff like that. Dana, do you have any questions? I know Mary asked a couple.
No, I was wondering the same thing that Mary asked about the kids.
Yeah, so it looks like the program for the kids, even through the teen program, is complimentary, correct?
Patty,
Yeah, is the program?
I'm so sorry. There's a delay in the connection. What was the question? I'm sorry about that.
It was just about the kids club, but I think you answered it already. It's included, right?
Oh yes, definitely. Kids club is definitely included.
Yeah.
And we also have that teenage program that's 12 to 17 that's complimentary as well. And all the non-motorized water sports are also complimentary. So families visiting us, they definitely have a very nice value added to their stay.
Okay, that's a huge point, by the way. And a couple of us were talking privately saying, I really did not realize there were that many places in Cabo that you could swim. And I didn't know that also. I mean, you look at your topography outside your resort, and I'm like, there's no way you can swim there.
Yes.
yes.
Especially in the first image. It's kind of confusing, but yes, that is the south side of the resort. But as soon as you get to the north area, that's where you find our beautiful swimmable beach. Lots of different activities, cabanas, food and beverage, bars. It's really nice.
I need a cabana and I need a bar right now. I'm very
So we all
do.
yeah.
I do. Are there any quiet hours? Oh, that's a great question, Karen. Is there any quiet time? Like, is there any time that you can't be loud? Is this like, because I know there's a Zen feeling to it. Is there issues with that at this resort?
Sorry, Susan.
Yeah, so does this resort have any quiet hours? Meaning like that it is so quiet that you, with kids and stuff like that. You know what that means?
Definitely. Well, to begin with, the resort, even though, you know, especially for Easter, Thanksgiving, everything that's a holiday that's related to families as well, we have 2 sides of the resort, as I said it earlier. So the north side is more dedicated to families. So let's say that it's Thanksgiving or Easter and we have couples and families, it's not noisy at all. We have them sort of separated. The layout on the resort allows us to do that, to have families separated from honeymooners. So each have a unique experience. As far as the pool, as I explained earlier, Vista Pool is adults only. So all of our adults, honeymooners, they visit Vista Pool during those major holidays. And then we have the family pool. But in addition to that, because we have so many different activities for the kids, so many different programs, arts, tennis, golf, the pool is not really busy. The resort is not busy with kids running around. It's either, let's say we have 20 kids in property. Rest assured that a good 10 are probably doing outside activities, you know, going fishing with their parents or taking a golf lesson or going into the basketball courts. So you will never see the resort with, crowded
Yeah.
at any point given.
That's awesome. That's great. I love
Yeah,
it.
and then at nighttime, it becomes more of a romantic getaway. We have staff members completely dedicated to light over 1,000 different candles throughout the pathways. So you feel just so romantic, holding hands with your significant other. And if kids, if parents want to have completely time for them, completely dedicated time for them, what they do is they hire nannies.
Gotcha. That's great. Gosh, I wish I'd had all this when my kids were little. I joke, but I've been a travel agent for so long, and the nanny thing, literally there was 2 resorts
Okay.
in the world that had nannies. And that was, like the FDR in Jamaica. My kids are 19, 21, 23. We didn't have that option. So you took them and you were like, shh, quiet. Stop, we're happy.
And our clients are, the kids, the visitors are so well traveled
Yes.
that it's incredible to see how they behave. Oh, and by the way, too, we love pets.
I saw that on the
We
website.
welcome beautiful pets.
Yeah.
Yes. They have their own cabana. They have their food menu, their
Yeah.
water, their dog seater. And we actually do a profile on them as well. So the next
Yeah.
time we come, we know how to enhance the experience based on what we know about the one pet.
Well, and I love that you have you do corporate events too.
We do.
Yeah, I just had someone that's doing it at the Royal Solaris. He likes it, and I'd like to get him here instead. So because again, people like this experience, and they're really looking for that unique and something that has a really different feel to it. And I'm not to say that there is a place for all of these other resorts. I have wonderful clients that go to these other resorts, because I'm starting to promote and starting to say, hey, would you love to get away for 3 nights and go be pampered? And I live in a pampered world where people go to these resorts and go to these spas and we have foodies and we have that stuff. How do I get people excited about something like that, which is really exciting to see all of that. So,
and I think that Los Cabos is at a great place right now because it really has a beautiful collection of resort to accommodate every different type of clientele.
Right.
We have different tastes, we have different way of thinking, so it doesn't mean that Palmilla is the best. I hope I didn't come across.
Yeah.
It's you have more than a handful of resorts to offer to your clients depending on what they're looking for and what the mate of the family it is.
Right.
And budgets too, of course.
No, it's beautiful. I really appreciate that. You're wonderful, Patty.
Yeah.
Any more questions? If not, I'm going to let everyone go. And
Are the participants left all travel agents, or do you still have clients in there?
I have a couple clients on here, actually.
I see.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4 clients. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So then I have Dana, Mary. So Dana and Mary. Yeah, we're getting down.
I know.
Yeah.
For an hour now, so.
I know. Well, and it's funny because I have a couple other people that are asking us to try at different times, and I just never know, like 4 o'clock for us, that's 7 on the East Coast, and so I don't know if it's better earlier, but I really appreciate this, guys. I'm very excited. I will send all the details out, and then if you guys as travel agents want me to give you vice versa, I'm happy to do that also, or you guys can reach out to them. But I'm very excited to start booking. When I started booking yesterday, like I said, I booked a destination wedding on Friday for the Hard Rock in 21. It was like fun to be like, oh, yeah, I was excited. Instead of like people calling you and complaining, being upset and like grumpy, and it's fun to have people excited again about going somewhere instead of this heartache. And and it is. I understand it. We're all in that place. Mary and I were joking. We're supposed to be in Cabo right now at the Hard Rock for a conference.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's interesting. Just this week, I got, I want to say about 11 different reservations going into June and July.
Yeah. I think people are starting to go, okay, we're getting out of and I hope that's a good thing. I hope it's not going to come and hit us and be like, oh, wait, you should have blocked out. But because I have people asking now too. And then I have the people that are like, I'm not going anywhere till 21. So, but
Is Mexico allowing Americans in?
Huh?
Is Mexico allowing Americans in June?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. As far as I know, we have also 80% of the inventory will be opening beginning and mid-June.
Yep.
And also quite a few airlines do have daily flights going on, such as Alaska, American Airlines, and United from different
Southwest doesn't. Yeah, Southwest
cities.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's awesome. No, it is. People are going in there. So I'm really hopeful that this is going to keep the momentum going and it'll be great. I'm hoping that the heat and stuff. So, we'll see what happens. But I really appreciate your time and I'm really thankful. And I'm going to get on the Cabo certification. Is there anything we should do through the One&Only that is for travel agents? Is there a login? Is there anything like that we don't know about?
Well, on the website, when you are booking the resort, there is a window that asks you to put your IATA number so that we're able to link that booking to whatever consortia your agency is affiliated with, whether it's Signature, Virtuoso, and all that, so that your clients can get the benefits.
Okay.
So,
but there's not like a travel agent program or anything for you guys.
no, we don't have that.
Okay.
We don't have that. As far as terms and conditions, we are being absolutely flexible. So from now through September 30th, you are able to book. And if they cancel, we will definitely waive the cancellation penalties from now to September 30th.
Okay. Perfect.
That's good to know.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, it is. Well, it's just, it's people, I keep telling everyone, I go, we've never done this.
Yes.
And people don't understand. Like, we've never had any. I've done this 26 years. 9/11 was not like this.
Oh, so unprecedented.
Like, we're in it, and every day it changes. And so every company is different. Everything we have to respond to. And so, I'm grateful for the partners that have come beside us. And it's been really fun to get to know you, Patty, and be able to
It's been a great pleasure.
make partnerships and go, how do we move forward? And I'm like, I wanna sell products that I believe in, and I want to be with people that are believing in us, and also places that I want to be a part of. So this is really exciting for me as a travel agent, and also to be able to show people, hey, this is where I want you to, here's some suggestions. Yes, there are great places, but have you thought of this?
Right.
Let's think outside the box. And some people go, whoa, hey, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I know my husband right now, if he was on, he'd be like, when? That's what he always says. When?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the majority of people too have the perception that One&Only it's yes, it is, right? I'm not going to deny that it's a very high-end brand, but they tend to link that to pricing.
Yeah.
But if you look into the website, we have amazing offers. We have stay 7, pay 5. We have stay 4, pay 3. We have some offers that include breakfast, other offers that include breakfast and airport transfers. So there's a lot of added values that at the end of the day, it's, if you really do your homework and really search, you can definitely stay with us versus, at a different resort thinking that, the other resort was probably less expensive.
Right. Exactly. And that's exactly what I want to be able to show my clients is, have you thought about this? Maybe, like I said, whether it's you take a little bit longer in between trips, or you think outside the box, or you go for one last night, you're going to really like this that much more.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that takes us just knowing about it. So you guys are awesome. Hey, have a great evening. I'm going to go get my own drink and go.
I'm ready for that too. Cheers.
Enjoy. We'll see you in Los Cabos.
Yes, thank you, Susie. It's great to meet you. I'm sorry to be in your
Thank you, everybody, so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.